everyone. Here we are loading up, getting ready for our trip to Kentucky to the first annual Holley MoParty. I'm going to be doing things a little bit differently here. I'm actually trying a voiceover, but this is going to be something new for the channel here. But here we are, just loading up on the trailer and going over, just loading it up. Just wanted to do a quick little video here. I didn't do a whole lot of filming during our trip, but this is pretty much, like I said, I'm just trying out new things here. So this is just a quick clip of us tying down Dad's car, loading it up, getting it ratchet strapped down, ready to go. This scene here, this is just showing what is removed from the car, the seats and the rear trunk carpet area. This one here, we're checking trailer tire pressures, and I'm pumping up the spare tire in the back of the truck, which we ended up having to use.
We managed to make it about 20-30 miles. We knew it was on its way out, but that's why we brought a spare.
Challenger's a little heavy.
Yeah, Challenger is definitely extra a little heavy. So what we did, we actually pulled it up a little bit further on the trailer because we noticed the rear tires were getting a little bit warmer than the front tires, and we're pumping them up a little bit more. There's actually this right rear over here. But just our luck. But we're gonna keep trucking and see if we can't make it.
Alright, we had made it about halfway through Kentucky. I had to stop and get some gas because I was running E85 and we didn't make it very far on about 8 miles a gallon, but I just wanted to stop and enjoy the nice look of the vehicles under the light. We did end up sleeping at a hotel about 40 miles north of the track, and here we are the next morning on our way south.
Yep, go check in everything.
We'll go right in this lot, and those next guys will tell you where to park, and we'll keep you moving.
Okay, thank you.
All right, man.
what we're getting ready to do here is install a lightweight battery. Matt doesn't know, but thanks to Matt, we borrowed it from him, and it ended up going 1161 the quickest this day. Actually, out of the whole weekend was Dad's quickest run, 1161, but here's just us going through the steps of trying to get it fit and put into the car. So we had never done one before, and this is how we ended up getting it to work.
Wow, heavy bells in the truck, lead car. It's working, that suspension. 727 through the 8, top of the track, a 1222 for Bellinger. He was out of 8 mile speed, 94, 95, and he at least 2.
Yeah, so he's running grudge tested tune and rumble because he wants to make as many runs down the racetrack as he possibly can.
I think he's in pro too.
Probably.
Yeah, I think he's in the bracket.
Yeah. And oh yeah.
With the old school plain paint job.
And don't forget about the dye
Oh yeah, cool God.
over here in the left lane. As the Charger goes through the finish line with a 13:28 at 106 miles.
You know, one thing about this whole Holley family of events, LS Fest, MoParty, Intergalactic Ford Festival, the staging lanes turn into a rolling car show at a certain point.
Absolutely, and you get really cool stuff, including a bunch of neat NHRA racers coming out for this event. Nostalgia super stock to the lane. Attention in the pits. Mopar super pro to the lanes. Mopar nostalgia super stock to the lane. Again, nostalgia super stock to the lane, please.
I was right the first time. I believe you shook the switch off when he left.
Oh, I gotcha. You're right. You
Yeah,
went
he-
back there to turn it back on.
Yeah, he gave it
got you.
he gave it a big jar and not and had it completely over and shut it off. It did look like he was doing the walk of shame when he went back. Like, oh man, I can't believe this. An 80 Roadrunner. I was trying to figure out the freaking Philly. Kind of local guy out of Texas. I know.
you're about to see with Dad's car is after we installed the battery, it actually wouldn't let him do a burnout. Normally he would just hit drag mode and it would be exactly to his settings, but it actually, these cars have an issue where it actually deletes the performance pages out of the apps in the Uconnect. So it was actually gone. He didn't have any access to his performance pages during the entire weekend after we changed out that battery. So this burnout, he actually wasn't able to go into launch control, change anything, and it actually, he found out later after we went back that we had to manually turn off the traction control. And what you're seeing here with the guy with the mop is these scat packs were leaking so much water out of the exhaust that they were having trouble with the cars spinning every time they would go up. So the guys were there trying to mop everything up. But this Omni, I actually got to talk with Larry Chen. When you saw him walk by there, I spoke with him. He gave me some stickers, which was pretty awesome, but he was waiting to do a video on that Omni there, which was pretty freaking sweet. I love Omnis. If you know my history and turbo Dodges, and a video series that I'm going to hopefully be coming out with here soon, you'll see the 2.2 turbo vehicle that I have. So, but all these video clips here are just kind of throughout the day. The first 2 days were nothing but qualifying and test passes, so just some clips here, different cars running. This pass here, actually, Dad was on the brakes before the traps because the yellow car let out. Dad thought this that class was only for 8th mile, so he was on the brakes hard and pretty much gave up a test pass, but it ended up working out for him in the long run anyways. But here we go, back to videos without me talking. That there was Dad helping the guy that was pitted next to us change out a wheel on his Challenger. He went up and did a huge wheelie and crashed down and broke the wheel. Car was fine otherwise. He ended up swapping out his set of front wheels within probably a couple hours. Had to go buy new tires and had a spare set of wheels, but he ended up going and getting those changed. So you hear Dad talking about his impact and everything in the background, but met that guy. He was awesome. He was right there. We kind of hung out with him all weekend, and it's always, you never know who you'll see or meet at these tracks. He was actually telling me that his son, if you are familiar in the DSM world, his son is who purchased Busher Racing here, that is pretty close to us here, local in Ohio. So I can't remember the name, I'm not super familiar, but I thought that was pretty cool because we were all the way down almost to Tennessee, and there's a guy there that bought a company that's, 45 minutes from my house. So I thought that was pretty cool. And that there was indeed a car from Hawaii. The guy had actually had it shipped to the US. I forget what port it was, but I believe it was somewhere on the East Coast. So he went all the way to the East Coast, picked it up, and he was on his way to the West Coast to ship the car back. But as he was driving across the country, he was hitting these different tracks, and then his final destination was the West Coast to have it shipped all the way back to Hawaii. So that was pretty interesting. That was definitely the farthest traveler out of everybody that was there, but that was a beautiful car and awesome to see somebody from that far away attending the event. must say, track prep was definitely on point. They were always making sure that it was prepped in between rounds. This car here is a particularly interesting car for me because I have known this car for many years, but this was the first time seeing it in person. This one I know from the slot car community. So if you know my other channel, the SRC Chassis channel, which is my slot car channel, this is, that world is how I know this guy or know of this guy.
Michael Sweeney and Lonzo Stover. $11.63 for Lonzo. Michael goes $11.99. Dean Bunning and Jeffrey Smith.
This here was the end of day 2. This was Mopar Thrill Rides, I believe they were called. You actually got to get in line for free and you could go take a lap around this track and go drift with some pro drivers, but yeah, the camera went a little fuzzy there trying to focus on the car, but it got the fence instead. But this next car here, I didn't get to see it, but it competed in the burnout competition, was actually a Hemi swapped Crown Vic. That was pretty cool. Here's the lineup. This was the total of cars that were in the 1320 class. There ended up being 13 of them. One thing I wanted to point out was, looking at all of the cars, I think there might have only been 2 cars, including Dad's car, that were on stock wheels and tires. All the others had larger tires, different tires. Most of them were bigs and littles, as we call them, the skinny front tires, wider rear tires. But this starts eliminations here. Dad ended up getting a bye the first round, and that was in the Rumble class. This here is the actual 1320 class here, but all passes with Dad's car in it from this point on are elimination passes. This here is the final pair for the 1320 class. If you notice, the guy that he's racing is actually who eliminated him during the Rumble class. The guy treed the heck out of him, and well, I guess he didn't treat the heck out of him. It was really close, like 16 thousandths of a second or something like that. But I actually screwed up and I wasn't able to get the last race here, so this is all that I got.
66 on a 65.
But that little clip there was me saying what he ran 1165 on or 1166 on 1165, but that was the pay slip there for Dad winning, and there is him holding his trophy and his check. That will wrap up this video. I appreciate everyone who tuned in to check it out. I did go over mainly just the 1320 class with a little bit of other, you know, classes thrown in there, but I just wanted to go over basically just the class of 1320s just because of how rare of a car they are. They're actually slower, yeah, I know, but they are 3 times rarer than a Dodge Demon, actually, the new Challenger Demon, that is. But I thought it was an awesome class, awesome weekend. Dad got a lot of passes, didn't really get to do a whole lot of racing this year due to the whole COVID thing, but ended up being an awesome weekend, and it was definitely worth it. The trip home was funny. We actually blew a tire as well on the way back, probably about 30 miles into our trip on the way back. We managed to limp the trailer up to a tractor supply company in the exact town exactly behind the hotel where we had stayed. We didn't even know that the tractor supply company was there, but made it there. They had one wheel and tire. We threw that on there and we ended up making it back that night, and made it home about midnight or so. We did end up on the way down, we lost an hour, or we gained an hour going down, lost an hour coming back because we went into Central Time Zone. We're here in Ohio, we're Eastern Time. But that is my coverage on the 1320 class in the Holley MoParty. I know there's going to be a lot more videos coming up, especially Larry Chen. I think he said he did like 5 or 6 videos just for the autofocus channel, so it was awesome talking to him and getting some stickers directly from the man. So I've got one on my truck, one on the lift, and a few extras. But again, I thank everybody for tuning in, and until the next video, I appreciate it. We'll see ya.